Hi, this is Jill from Humu Yoga, and this is the Gentle Chair Yoga practice. This week we're working with the theme of Epiphany. So I'm going to take us through a gentle centering where then I'm going to go through some inspirational quotes on Epiphany, and then I'm going to weave this theme into a class where we're going to focus today on shoulders, unlocking the shoulders and getting more movement and freedom. So if this is something you like and you want to receive the quotes on a weekly basis, please click the link below for our newsletter. So to get started, let's go ahead and find just a nice seat. And notice, can you root through your feet and feel an energy coming up to the hips and sit up tall and start to become aware of the muscles you're sitting on. We call that Mula Bandha, and that means root lock. And then above that, below the belly button, feel a sense of drawing in and up, and that's Uddiyana Bandha, and it means flying upward. And then at the top of the spine, just draw the chin down. We call that Jalandhara Bandha or chin lock. And now the bandhas are supporting you from within so you can release the hands and we can begin to focus on the breath. So as you inhale, visualize how the rib cage expands. And then as you exhale, visualize how the rib cage relaxes. Inhale, feeling the expansion. Exhale, feeling it relax. And one more time, big breath in and exhale. Let's take the hands together in prayer position by the heart and we'll vibrate with the mantra Om. And then I'll go through the quotes. Inhale. Om. An epiphany is not a thunderclap. It's often a whisper that says, "You already knew this, you just forgot." In one sudden moment, the light shifts, and what once felt confusing becomes beautifully clear. Epiphanies are the soul's way of reminding you that wisdom doesn't arrive, it awakens. Sometimes a single insight can change the direction of your entire life. An epiphany is the breath between confusion and clarity, the moment your heart catches up with your mind. Epiphany. I have had so many epiphanies in all these years, just when I'm practicing yoga. And I know that's what gets me back to the mat or just back to moving again, because it takes me inwards. It helps me find clarity. So let's go ahead and see if we can do that today. Just find a little bit more openness. So we'll just start with the shoulders. What happens when you lift up and roll them forward? Just notice how that's feeling today. Lifting up. And then go the other way. Lift up, go back. Just notice the movement of the shoulders. They roll back, they roll forward, and then let them roll back and hold. And then from here, let's go ahead and reach the hands up. And we'll take them behind the head. And just by doing this and opening the elbows, we're doing what's called external shoulder rotation. We're rolling the shoulders away from the ears. Get a sense of the back engaging when you do that, and you can lift up. Just notice how you feel this stretch across the chest. And then we're going to go the opposite direction now. So pull the shoulders forward. You can roll them forward and pull the belly in. And just draw down for a moment and notice I'm not pressing on my head, but I'm getting a gentle stretch here. I'm engaging the belly, just pulling in, and then sit back up again and just notice how that feels. And then we'll go ahead and add the arms. So reach your arms. Now elevate. So in other words, lift the shoulders, but now try to roll them away from your ears. Now try to roll them into the ears, and then away, and then in, and then away, and hold that. And from there, we're going to take a nice side bend. So lift up, let's side bend to the right. You can go ahead and take your hand down, and then let's go ahead and take the head down for a moment. But notice, can you roll that right shoulder away from your ear and kind of get a pull there? I'm also rolling the left shoulder away from my ear and reaching. And then I'm going to look forward again and rise up. We'll do the other side. So inhale, reach up. Roll the shoulders away from the ears, a side bend to the left, take the hand down, and then take a moment. You could look down, roll that left shoulder away from your ear, a little pull there, and then I'm rolling the right shoulder away from the ear. And then I look down, forward, up, and then I rise up. And then from here, let's go ahead and let's take the feet a little wider and we'll turn out. So we're starting to open the hips. So just feel how the hips are open. And let's take the arms and really try to roll the shoulders open and lift up. And just notice how that feels, lifting up. So the back starts to engage and you're opening your knees and you're lifting up. And then from here, we're going to keep the same position with the hips opening and take the hands to prayer position and bow forward. And just notice how that feels. It's a little different energy. And then from here, we rise up. We're going to take it to warrior two. So opening the front knee a little bit more, the right knee, and we turn the back foot in. We just try to find a right angle as best you can here, and then reach the arms. Now look what happens. Open, really open, and then roll in. Try that again, open, but this time, keep the shoulders open, but just turn the hands. And just notice the back is engaged. It feels very strong. Let's take this to Parsvakonasana or Udhita Parsvakonasana, extended right angle. You could have your arm here. You could have your hand here or in the back. I choose this one. And then reach up. And then from here, let's see if you can roll that left shoulder open for a moment. And then open it up. Roll forward one more time. And then open it up. Now reach over the ear, roll away from your ear to start. Now roll in, and then roll the other way. So it goes in towards your ear, and then roll away, and then rise up. From here, we're going to come into the lunge. So we turn, and I want you to start by bending the back knee and really use these under the butt muscles. Push, you could push your pelvis forward so you get a stretch on the hip flexors on that left side. And then from here, let's try that angel arm. So you're bending the elbow and externally rotating the shoulder. Feel that sense of openness here. And then start to straighten the back leg. And then from here, we're going to reach up and really roll the shoulder away from your ear, lift up to go back, up to go back. If you wanted to, you could join the other hand. We're rolling the shoulders away from the ears here. And then rising up. And then let's go to the other side. So finding warrior two first. The back foot turns in, the front foot turns out. You're trying to make a right angle here as best you can. And then we reach the arms. So let's really open. And then roll in. Open. Roll in. And this time we open, but we just change the hands. And stay there. Nice, strong. You feel the back engaged. And then we'll take it to Udhita Parsvakonasana. So you could be here or here. Some people like to be back here. I'm going to be here today. Reach up. Roll that shoulder open. Roll it in. Roll it open. Roll it in. And then open. That's where we want to be as we reach. Play around with that here. You can roll it in, out, and try to stay externally rotated. And then rise up. And then we'll come to the lunge. So the back knee bends. And I want you to really try and tuck this butt under so you feel a big stretch here. And then from here, we just bow in and see if you can feel that. Nice stretch. And then we're going to take it to that angel arm. So we really pull. We're going to pull the shoulder in a little bit, externally rotate. So the back is going in. It's like you're pressing the back forward. And you're trying to straighten your back leg as best you can. And then at some point, you can really reach the arm. Reach the arm. Reach the arm. Maybe you want to join. And then inhale, rise up. And then from here, we're going to come back to the center. And just pause for a moment. Let's see if we can do just a little squat here. So you can use your hands. Press down through the feet, rise up, try to straighten, and then go back down. You can use your hands if you need to. Maybe you don't want to use your hands. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring the right leg in. Really flexing at the hip. And we'll take the leg across and sit up. And just take a moment here. Maybe you want to come forward. rising up. And then we'll go to the other side, letting the left leg come up, really crossing and sitting up. I am trying to roll the shoulders open here. Maybe you come forward, rising up. And then from here, we're going to come into a nice, tightly cross-legged position, right? Get in nice and tight. We're going to come into Gomukhasana arms, which is really nice because the one shoulder is internally rotating and the one shoulder is externally rotating, so that we lift up the left arm, roll it away from the ear, take the hand down the back, and then on the right hand, you turn it in, and then just try to lift up, lift up, lift up. Even if your hands aren't joining, that's okay. Some people can join. Sometimes it's nice to use a little towel to join the hands, but it's not necessary. Just lift up and release. And then we'll go to the other side. Now we'll come to the left side and we'll reach the right arm up and externally rotate. And then let the hand go down the back. And then with the left arm, internally rotate and walk it up your back. And then from there, just lift up. Lift up. Try to squeeze the legs together. Lift up. Opening. And slowly release. Hopefully the shoulders feel great now. Let's just do a little twist. So we'll turn to the right. And I want you to focus on external shoulder rotation. So really get those shoulders rolling away from your ears as you lift up and turn to the right. Just notice how everything's feeling. Turning. And then we'll come back and we'll go to the other side. Lift up. Externally rotate, so we're not rolling in. And turn, because then you can really engage the back. And it turns. And then come back. And then we'll finish with a forward bend. So inhale here, exhale, start to come forward. You maybe take your hands on your shins, maybe grab the feet, maybe the floor, and fold. Breathe. Release. And then inhale, lengthen, rise up. And I always like to finish class the same way we started. So just find that seated position and begin to notice, where are you now as opposed to the beginning of class? Do you have more clarity, softness? Are you in a place of epiphany? And can you let this resonate in everything you do? Namaste.